Please indulge me for a moment. Consider the following scenario. An ice cream parlour opens, you and your pals go there as you've heard good things. But they only sell chocolate ice cream. You and your friends eat it and it's goddamn delicious. So you and your buddies return to the ice cream parlour next month, but this time they have chocolate and strawberry. So you go back the following month and they have Rocky Road. Every month for the next decade, you and your friends return as flavour after flavour is introduced, culminating in their favourite ice cream ever. How can this get any better, you ask yourself?
Iron Man.
But then on your monthly return, half of the flavours are gone, vanished. What's going on? But you keep coming back month after month as the flavours dwindle. But you tell yourself, it must get better. Why are they sabotaging their own ice cream parlour? It must get better, surely. But now, there is only vanilla. There is no other flavour. You've had enough and you demand to speak to the manager about the options in front of you. However, the table opposite overhears that you and your buddies are screaming at the store manager that it's going to close because of the lack of flavours. Those at the other table, meanwhile, begin shouting, "We love vanilla." Everyone in store is shouting at each other over how much they love or hate vanilla. I'm sure you've gathered by now that the ice cream parlour is Marvel and the ice cream flavours are the movies and TV shows. And this is where we are today. People screaming about a movie that is so vanilla that context has lost all meaning. The Marvel machine has been one of the most unstoppable forces in box office history since 2008's Iron Man. But now there are traces of aging in the air of invincibility. The Marvels debuted with a paltry 110 million worldwide opening weekend, setting a new low for a superhero franchise. The Marvels is of course a movie. It's not the worst movie in history. If you think it is, you clearly don't watch enough movies. But then you have those flipping through the excuse book to carry this vanilla movie and mainly blaming it on the usual suspects of YouTubers. Look, I watched The Critical Drinker, Mauler, Nerderotic, A Little Platoon, but if you think these guys are the reason the Marvels fails, you're insane. 95% of their viewers have already made up their mind regarding films like the Marvels and would not go see them regardless of other opinions. The other 5%, like myself, watch them for what it is. Entertainment. Do they say things that aren't appropriate? Abso-fucking-lutely. But as a human being with a brain, I can see it for what it is. Entertainment, with a side of poking the bear. If people are serious about listening to movie critics, they'll turn to people like Mark Kermode.
I'm struggling because I haven't seen the TV show. I've seen all the Marvel movies because it's my job. I had no idea what was going on. I absolutely get Stephen King's point about yuck girls, and I would love to be able to tell you that I saw the movie and thought it was great because there are so many things that looks like I would like it. I like all the characters. I had no idea what they would do.
What I'm getting at these vanilla-loving people who want a scapegoat for the poor box office of the Marvels, is not the YouTubers, misogyny, even though the gender demographic in the favour of males at 65% on the Marvels, so it's the ladies letting the side down. Plus, how do you explain the massive success of this year's Barbie? If it's not that, then it's the strike, right? Yes, that is a portion of the issue that has prevented Disney from releasing this film to a wider audience. Additionally, the actors' inability to publicly endorse their striking roles has significantly hurt ticket sales during the fall season. However, a tracking source disputes this, saying, "I can't imagine that a complete absence of Brie Larson on the Marvels campaign tour has cost the sequel $106 million in its opening from the first film. Surely there's something else going on." But people love to point the finger when in reality the Marvels is just a vanilla movie. It's not bad, it's not great, just vanilla. And there's nothing wrong with vanilla. Eat and consume as much vanilla as you can stomach, but don't turn around and point the finger when people get sick of it. I love me some MCU. Season 2 of The Loki felt the good old days of the MCU. However, the Marvel's blunder involves a platinum brand that needs to be resurfaced rather than polished. Who would have thought that months ago the Marvels would have a smaller box office debut than Universal Blumhouse Five Nights at Freddy's, which was released on Peacock 2 weeks ago. Comparing the two IPs is important because it shows something about Universal and Disney's abilities to rally people for a cause. The Marvels didn't work for a variety of reasons. As previously stated, granted, many will quickly point out that there is superhero fatigue, and that, like major Hollywood musicals of the 1960s, the comic book movies of the millennium are currently facing a grand end. Nope. Marvel enthusiasts are a loyal group, of course, who will come out and attend screenings of good movies when they know one is coming up. The follow-up, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, opened to a staggering $181 million and legged out to nearly $500 million US and $859 million worldwide just a year ago. It also received an A rating and was nominated for 5 Oscars, including a victory. Also, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 performed fairly well for Disney, earning $118.4 million at the opening, $359 million domestically, $845 million worldwide. Superb superhero films are in high demand, and the word of the Marvels returning to San Diego Comic-Con was non-existent. There wasn't even a single billboard, banner, or plastic bag with an embolized logo throughout the city, in spite of the actors' strike. Disney really could have released a teaser or featurette to own the crowd in Hall H and ignite a social media frenzy. Why pass up the chance to join 150,000 attendees who were present? It appears as though Disney cut their losses after realizing the whipped cream sequel was a failure. Superhero exhaustion isn't the cause of the Marvel's collapse, nor is it a vocal crowd on YouTube. But this is the hill YouTubers will continually die on. That's their brand. But the others, why do you care if they like it or not? Why are you so keen to die on this vanilla hill? The real issue is Disney's excessive promotion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe brand on Disney Plus, and it's starting to show through. Keep content intended for theatres in theatres, and keep content for homes in homes. Well, that's enough rambling for one day.